Hey guys, it's me, Rhonda. Welcome back to my channel. I have a quick little video that I just kind of wanted to share. If you are new here, welcome. I am happy that you came across this video. Welcome back to all my subscribers. This video is just something that I've kind of been sitting on, I don't know, for a couple of weeks, and I've kind of been watching people create these prayer Bibles. And I've talked to a girlfriend of mine and I'm thinking, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make one of those because I've really been trying to, I don't know, just really fine tune my prayer life, because a lot of times I just feel like I just sound repetitive, and it's almost like I'm praying, like seeking something or asking for something or praying for something to happen, in someone's life, in my life, my child's life, or whatever. And I just always feel discombobulated. I just haven't felt fulfilled. So I started watching these videos. It first came across my queue as something to watch. And then, of course, once you watch one, then, they just kind of, the algorithm brings them to you. So you watch other people's. The more I watched, the more kind of overwhelmed that I felt. I mean, as someone who's already struggling with trying to find the words and how to, initiate my prayer, how to finish my prayer, because I would find that I'm just having this conversation all day long with God. And then I'm thinking, well, is that a prayer? Is that my prayer? So I just really started questioning myself. So what I had originally thought, I'll show you. I had this little TN, and I had purchased a while back this cute little Bible because I had planned on having it with me when I go places. It's super cute. It's just a little compact Bible, but mainly to read, to keep me off of my phone in places that I may be waiting. And then reality check was, well, gosh, Rhonda, you're not really in places that you sit and you wait a lot. And I really can't read it like if Wade and I are traveling somewhere, like on the way to the gun range or something, because as a passenger, it makes me car sick. So I can't even really look at my phone too long. And so I thought, well, that doesn't even help. That's not helpful to me. So anyway, this was a cute little Bible, and that was my initial thought, is what I was going to do, is I'm just going to watch these videos, see how these people are setting up, and then do themes like they're doing, how to, like little tabs for forgiveness or worry or anxiety, and then just kind of go for there. And I sat on it for a while, because then the more I tried to think of how I was going to copy them, the more overwhelmed I actually became. It started to create a little prayer Bible. So I sat it aside, and then my girlfriend messaged me the other day and showed me a book that she had gotten that we had talked about before. And it reminded me that I had already created my very own prayer Bible without even realizing that I had done it. So that's what I want to share with you today. So this is my little black TN. In this little TN, and I'll try to do an overhead view so that you can see it better, because I have these books. They're John Eckhardt books. So this is a prayers for activating blessings, prayers that release heaven on earth. I'm trying to read them backwards, y'all. Prayers that bring healing, and prayers that move mountains. These books fit perfectly in a B6 size traveler's notebook, at least the brand that I use, which is Planner Perfect. They fit perfectly in there. And these books I've already read through, I've highlighted, I've read the kind of like the, I don't know how, like the scriptures before, and then the prayers that connect that scripture. So there's already prayers for abundance, and there's prayer for fruitfulness in the kingdom. They have prayers for the blessings and glory, and blessings for submitting to the wisdom of God. So they already have the themes within them. So I'm not having to create them. I'm not having to tab my Bible. I just can look at the things within these little books. If I'm wanting to pray over someone's healing or my own healing, pray in the Word for healing, prayers that bring healing by touch. And then they literally, oh, sorry, I lost my page. They literally have specific scriptures that you can just pick and pray. And once I realized that, I had this sense of, oh my gosh, perfect. I've already created my own little prayer Bible, so to speak, full of scriptures, already themed. I don't have to have all the tabs and all the fluff. I mean, some people might like that. I don't. I'm kind of like a minimalist when it comes to that. Now, when I get into studying the Bible, I love to circle, highlight, and color and that kind of stuff. But for something like this, just minimal. And so I wanted to share that with you. I'm going to do a little overhead and I'll flip through them so that you can kind of get an idea of, or at least a better bird's eye view of it. But I just thought that I would share that because I don't know if it's something that you struggle with, but sometimes I struggle maybe that I'm not structured enough, or that when I see someone doing something and it plants that idea, I'm thinking, well, maybe that'll work for me. So then I'll feel like I'm going to pick that up and try it out. And then when it doesn't work, I feel like, well, what am I doing wrong? Why isn't that working for me? It sounds like a good idea. It sounds like it would work, perfectly, because everything's themed out and I can just kind of flip open to the particulars. But for whatever reason, when I was trying to create that, it was causing me more stress. Not necessarily stress, but just more of just worrying that I'm not going to get it right, I guess, or that am I going to use it in this way? Is it going to actually be helpful for me? And so anyway, I thought I would share that because it has been blowing up on my YouTube channel. I don't know if it's been, on the same of you guys's, but every time I'm turning it on, someone else is creating this cute little Bible, and it's just such a drawing in visual, and it may be great for somebody that draws from that. I'm not trying to say it's not something that, but when I was trying to make it work for myself, I wasn't finding peace with that. Then knowing that I already actually had something on hand that I had been using previously, kind of put it away because I started trying to do other things that I saw people doing, like writing the scripture out or journaling, or, just trying new things. Sometimes going back to the basics, something that's already created to make it easy for maybe someone like me that just really wants to minimize and minimalize the stuff around it in relation to it. And this just fit. It was kind of like Cinderella's slipper. It just fit perfectly. So I thought I would jump on here and share. I got these books all off of Amazon. They're just little paperback books fitting in the size of a B6. So I think that's probably like a 5x7 type notebook if that's something that you want to create. The little Bible too, I believe I got off of Amazon. So if it's something that you're interested in, it would make a perfect, it's perfectly compact. The font is great. It's a little small, but it's not near as small as some of the fonts that I have in some of my Bibles. It's not really for journaling. It's strictly for reading. And I wish I would have been able to make that work, but it just didn't work for me at this point of what I was trying to create it for. So anyway, I'm going to turn the video around and just flip through the books, short and sweet, just so that you can kind of maybe read a couple of the prayers that are out there, see that they are actual scriptures. And so yeah, let me know if that's helpful for you. Let me know if the prayer Bible trend was something that you were jumping on, something that you were thinking would be a good fit for you. And I don't know, I'm just curious how it actually works out. I'm just curious. Okay, be right back. Okay, so here she is. This is my little traveler's notebook. This is the first book, Prayers That Activate Blessings. And see how I said they actually have like a little, almost like a story, a preface or something that kind of explains to you just some things, and then it'll have some scripture in there. But as you get through, it starts about confessions. Then here's prayers for the full blessings of Deuteronomy 28, which was referenced before. And then it just gives you actual scriptures to pray back to the Lord. Prayers for blessings of health and healing. Prayers for peace. So it's kind of a little bit more than just a prayer. Not even a prayer Bible, but a prayer binder maybe. It's not even a binder, a prayer TN. I don't know. But I just know that, I made little, as I read through them, as I would, speak them out. Oh, and that's probably a whole series of the little books. I don't have all of those. But only 4 fit in this little book here. So here's some prayers that release heaven on earth. And, as you can see, I had been using it, and then for whatever reason, I had put it away. And these would even be good scriptures, to write out if you do have a prayer journal that you want to write them out in. Just to kind of, copy them over. Maybe ones that you might want to pray specifically for an amount of time if writing them helps you to, also memorize them. This is for, how much is it worth? Healing through wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And then it'll say things like, I have been filled with the spirit of wisdom, and then it'll give you the scripture. And you can go back. It's almost like a little cross-reference, because once you've read the beginning, the little things like the little story in the beginning, you can go back and reference it. You could also use these as affirmations, actually, too. To say, put on your mirror, write on little Post-its. And then prayers that move mountains. Prayers of the righteous. And and a lot of these things, the ones that you are praying, that you're repeating, I am rich in faith and an heir to the kingdom. You can, project that onto you. Like my children are rich in faith and they are heir to the kingdom. My husband is rich in faith and an heir to the kingdom. So you can put, fill in the blank of whoever you're praying for. And declarations of the righteous. I will enter through the gates of the Lord. My children will enter through the gate of the Lord. I am delivered from trouble. My children are delivered from trouble. And then you can specify it. My daughter Kelsey is delivered from trouble. And then just kind of, just as you would in a prayer Bible, with maybe a little extra, I don't want to call it commentary, because that's not even what the word is, but that's what keep coming. But just a little bit of more, summarizing, introduction, preface. You guys know what I'm talking about, but I thought I would share. So those are the little books that I happen to have. They are all on Amazon, and apparently you can take a screenshot of that if you want. I don't have the one that breaks curses, or the one that one about the demons. I don't have that one. Otherwise, it looks like I have them all. And these look like they would probably be hardback. So anyway, guys, I thought I would just share that with you. Interested in reading your comments about whether or not you use a prayer journal, or do you think something like this would be helpful for you guys? And if you decide to utilize it, let me know. Okay, you guys, have a great rest of your day.